We are often told that human philosophies and world religions are locked in an eternal clash, that our deepest spiritual traditions act as forces responsible for dividing the globe. In science, there is a documented phenomenon called independent discovery. In the late 17th century, Isaac Newton in England and Gottfried Leibniz in Germany arrived at identical, highly complex mathematical formulas for calculus, working entirely without contact. They uncovered the same underlying truth of the universe. What happens if we apply that same scientific phenomenon to the ultimate question of human purpose? If you strip away the cultural aesthetics and the specific historical languages of Indigenous, Eastern, and Abrahamic traditions, a pattern emerges. It reveals a unanimous blueprint for the nature of reality. This history suggests that human development is not a map of conflicting ideologies, but a record of a massive independent discovery regarding our spiritual origins. Genesis, the Quran, the Hindu Rig Veda, and the Aboriginal Dreamtime share a specific origin mechanism, creation as an act of creative affection, igniting into light. Across these isolated traditions, this light acts as a precise equation. It represents the presence of consciousness, awareness, and truth. That grand cosmic scale maps directly to our own biology. Every tradition identifies the involuntary act of breathing as the primary physiological bridge connecting the physical body to the sacred. You can see this in the ancient languages of the Middle East. The Hebrew word ruach and the Arabic word ruh share the same dual meaning. They both mean breath, and they both mean spirit. Travel east to India or west to Greece, and the pattern holds. The Sanskrit prana and the Greek pneuma mirror this linguistic logic. Across continents, civilizations independently concluded that breath and spirit are a single reality. This maps to a biological reality. Every breath you take contains atoms previously breathed by every other human being and plant. The atmosphere functions as a single planetary lung. This shared respiratory exchange serves as a physical demonstration of an interconnected existence. This shared breath animates the concept of a divine spark, the historical consensus on human identity and inherent dignity. In the Abrahamic traditions, this takes the form of Tzelem Elohim, the image of God, and the Ruh, a breath of life stamped into the human form. Look to Eastern philosophies, and you find Buddha-nature and the Hindu concept of Atman. These concepts represent a theological overlap, defining the same innate value within every soul. Because this spark is universal, it dictates how we treat one another. It transforms the stranger and the marginalized into walking, breathing icons of the sacred. This responsibility extends to the earth itself, preserved in the global memory of the sacred garden. Whether it is Eden, Jhana, or the Pure Lands, this motif serves as a mandate for environmental stewardship. In this framework, humanity functions as the appointed caretakers of a shared living space, shifting the focus from individual ownership of land to the collective maintenance of a single sanctuary. This accumulation of historical overlap serves as a persistent testimony, a shared map of the human experience that crosses the boundaries of culture and time. This history suggests a daily ethical imperative. If every person carries this internal spark, then cruelty becomes an act of sacrilege, and indifference becomes a form of blindness. True ethical living involves recognizing the inherent sacredness in ordinary human interactions. These traditions offer a set of daily habits to keep this in focus. Take a conscious breath, notice the light, and explicitly recognize the spark in someone else today. This means that the origin of the story isn't confined to a distant past, but continues with every breath you draw,